Hey, now.
Look at you.
What in the world is going on here?
You have got yourself a studio, Ryan. This reminds me of going into the radio station in what are we talking? 20 years ago, Thrills on Wheels.
Some Thrills on Wheels, Dirt Racers Radio. Do you remember that?
I do. Listen, I got you in trouble on that show, and I probably get you in trouble on this show. But Chuck would be proud. I think of Chuck right now. I do. I think of Sunday afternoons and Chuck Griffith saying hi to his granddaughter, Alexis J.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So,
dude, how can you forget that?
So, yeah, this is good, man. You did a good job. Hopefully everybody tunes in, checks this out. This is going to be something we do quite often.
Don't forget, Jason, to look at the camera.
Oh, yeah. I forget. This is going to be all new to me, Ryan. So people should shout out some comments and whatever they want to talk about. This is better than Facebook Live. This is going to be something new.
Heck yeah. I appreciate you letting us do this. That's one thing. I thought, I don't know, it was one of our shows and you're like, I'm tired of these technical difficulties. And then people always saying, I can't hear him. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, they can hear now. These are that's me just barely tapping the table. So is that a cat?
I don't, that's maybe a sound effect. I think that's a sound effect.
Oh, is that one of your sound effects? Hey, people, I'm just want to warn you ahead of time. This show will be scripted, non-scripted, and there'll be sound effects, and Ryan is playing with his new toys, so you don't know what you're going to get, but you're going to get a lot of information. And listen, we take criticism. We're ready to go. Give us what you got. We'll talk about a few things, and this is going to be fun. We got a YouTube channel up and running.
Yeah, YouTube channel's up and running. YouTube channel's actually really growing, and so and Ashley has been doing a bang-up job with posting some content on there.
Yeah, she was out the track yesterday getting video, and I'm telling you, this is what it takes. And you remember Periscope?
I found some of those old videos just the other day.
Yeah, and then we've evolved into YouTube channel, which I know we're a little late to the game, but this will be fun. This is legit. This is what you need to do it. So, what do you want to talk about?
This is Turn 2 Talk. Jason, we're going to see you in Turn 2.
Oh my. The punchlines will come, folks. I promise you. Wait till you hear some of the sound effects. Everybody is in a good mood today, Ryan. There we go. Yes. Do we have any viewers?
Yeah, we have some people. You can see here. We have a few people here on Facebook and some even on YouTube. So
check this out. They're going to be able to watch it forever and ever. It's going to be archived. So, what's today's topic?
A couple things. The plan going forward is to do these every Sunday night.
Yep.
And then we're going to bring on drivers. You never know who's going to be on.
Yeah.
We're going to bring on sprint car drivers, late model drivers, mini stock drivers, modifieds. Yep. They will be able to video conference in and be just like a regular show. If we have a little bit of technical difficulties, we can even have a backup on a cell phone. So we have some different options.
This is legit. You did a good job. This is really good. There's a lot of stuff that we don't do because we don't have the equipment or whatever. And you went out and you've made this thing legit. And I think it only gets better. I mean, I blab on all the time. So you joining in will just make it even more interesting.
Heck yeah. All right. So what have you been doing at the racetrack? First of all, there was a tragedy last night with the World of Outlaws.
Yeah, I didn't really know about it. Sherry was over working and she asked me, and I got home late last night. But yeah, I don't even know the details other than tragedy and accident. At the sprint car show, and I got an official from the ACS or ASCS, and so that's horrible. I don't know the people. But it doesn't matter. My condolences to the somebody passed away. I heard. Yeah, and then somebody's really injured, with broken hip or something. So, it's no good. Racing's dangerous, and everybody takes for granted that push trucks and everything, that it's all dangerous. And I don't know if you could ever make it completely safe, but I'm sure people will look into it. But it doesn't change the fact that it's a horrible tragedy, and our thoughts and prayers go out to them.
Yeah, one of the things that I saw some people, some people talked like, "Hey, do you see those guys rip and tear, towards crashes?" Like people had comments, and it's like, show some respect. Somebody just got killed, and like you were gonna call them out. Like, show some respect. And I was very surprised that just now, like yes, going forward, they're gonna talk and learn from different things, and
Right.
100%, but just show some respect. Now's not the time to call it out like that.
Well, you know the fans, and some of them, like, if yeah, takes too long to tow a car off the track, takes too long for the rescue squad to get there, takes too long for the fire to get there. All these things, we get beat up all the time. Inefficiency, right? And so everybody's been on their A game trying to go as fast as they can to move the show along. And I don't know if this was a factor or whatever. I didn't see it. So I'm speculating on your comment with, people saying, oh, they fly to the crashes. But if we didn't, we'd be crucified because we were too lazy to get there or not efficient. So this is just what it is. This isn't bad accident. And could it be prevented? I don't even know. Like, racing's dangerous. Officiating it, the flag, everybody has a part. I think we all take for granted that we think it's safe because we have roll cages, helmets, and things. But yeah, listen, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know them, but it doesn't make it any less tragic. It's a tragedy for the whole sport. It'll be a trickle down effect to the whole sport. Things will be changed forever because of this.
Yeah.
So
So what have you been doing at the racetrack?
oh man, I'll tell you, anything and everything. The weather plays a big factor, right? So it was cold all winter. We get in here. We're trying to get the driveways, first of all, dried out and graded out. New guardrail in turns 1. We've had a catastrophe in turn 1 for some reason. I don't know, but we're going to sink new post in for about a 50-foot section. Just got done today, thanks to Jesse Griffiths and his crew. We did the whole front straightaway, got rid of all these, I call them tire cutters, guardrail protruding out. So we went through and replaced and weaved in a new guardrail and fixed all we could. So, I don't know if they contribute to a lot of flat tires, but we get beat up for flat tires a lot. I feel like we do. And so we just gone through the last 2 weeks and trying to do away with anything that could be cutting a tire down or whatever. So that takes a lot of time. And in the meantime, I've been trying to get equipment running and serviced, and the scales are at Ashland Scales getting redone, recalibrated, because we're going to have scales for everybody, mini stocks included.
Scale and mini stocks.
Yeah, that was one of the rule changes for this year. So scales will be in the infield. And so it'll make it easier for me because when we bring them around to interview the winner of the heat races, we can just scale them right there and just roll them all through. So looking forward to those. We haven't used the scales in quite a while. So my buddies over at Ashland Scales are tuning them up. And so we'll have those. We're going to have a new tech guy. So we'll have some law and order at Wayne County Speedway. But really one of the biggest changes, and you and I met him, is bringing Steve on from, Steve was, I don't know what his role was at Barberton, maybe promoter, advertising, marketing, but Steve carries a lot of energy.
Right? A jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. So we had dinner with Steve, 2-3 weeks ago? I can't think about it. It's probably 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so he's coming on board. I talked to Steve a lot, and we're going to have a booth at the Piston Power Show, the last ever Piston Power Show up at the Ag Center in a couple weeks. Wayne County Speedway will be represented up there. And just some of the ideas he's bringing along and some of the networking that he carries, it's going to be kind of fun. So he's going to be a pretty good bonus to add to the crew.
The Great Buddha.
The Great Buddha, yeah. A lot of people won't know, like you and I do, because it's our generation. So anybody that falls into that 45 to 55-year-old category, we're telling our age, but WWF Wrestling, he was the Green Hornet, right? And so you and I remember having dinner with him, and I'm like, yeah, great. Racing's great. Hey, man, how was wrestling Hogan and Macho Man? Like, I'm more interested in that kind of stuff when I talk to him, but he's doing a lot for us. He carries all, I love his energy. We've been doing this so long that sometimes it's easy to kind of just get in a routine, and he's bringing me some new ideas and looking at things a little different. And he's also brought some new crew. We've got a new videographer. So you'll be able to buy the videos at Wayne County Speedway every week. They'll have 2 cameras. And so, people who remember back in the day, you'd buy the video of your race.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming back with that. These guys are, so Barberton's closed. And so that allows us to pick up some of their employees and some of their stuff they were doing. And so it's good. So far, so good. I think it's been a good networking for me.
Yeah, it was fun to sit down and talk to Steve, and starts telling a story about Hulk Hogan and going down to Atlanta and talking to Vince McMahon. And
yeah, I'm sure there's more stories. We just didn't get them all, but he's going to be working. Mike Swanger will be in the tower. And then I think we call him Buddha, but Steve will be up there doing a little bit. And I think he'll bring some energy to that. He we had him try out how he would announce and things. And so I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. We're 3 weeks out, 2 weeks to practice, 3 weeks to race. And, we are looking for help if people, now listen, I know everybody's going to say, I'll work. We need some kitchen help. So We interviewed some people a couple weeks ago. It didn't really pan out. We didn't have like hardly anybody showed up, right?
Yeah.
Because it was bad weather. I guess it stormed or something.
People were like, "Hey, we'll work," and then when it comes to
Yeah.
come in and sit down and figure it out.
Yeah, listen, and working at Wayne County Speedway isn't working at McDonald's or working at a traditional place. First of all, it's pretty laid back. We like to have fun, but we got to get the job done. But we have cookouts, we have parties, employees get some perk benefits. So if you're looking to be involved in the Speedway and you want to hang out and have fun and be around an atmosphere, check it out. Get a hold of us on Facebook, and I'm sure Pork Chop will reach out to you.
Hey, now.
Yeah, Pork Chop, is he tuned in?
I don't know. He texted me earlier. He's like, "When are you going live?" I said, "I don't know when Jason's going to be done working at the racetrack."
I really wasn't done, but I knew this is important. I really want to do these. These are exciting for me. It's just these days where it's 70 out, it's hard to shut the gate, But yeah, this is going to be fun. I like this. But we got any comments or anything?
We do have some comments. Okay, so Jacob,
I'm seeing them roll through there.
Yeah, Jacob. He said he can't wait for the races to start.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm a little nervous though. I won't lie to you. We're not ready. I just told you we got to get a new networking for our internet. That's not done. I need to buy some printers and things like that, and we're going to install a new scoring loop. But I know you put this. Maybe they don't know yet because it's at the end of this. But my race pass, you can buy online tickets now.
Hey, yeah, that's legit,
and that's actually working. I mean, people are buying tickets right now. We've sold some for opening day already. So everybody wants digital. Everybody wants to be, buy online, do things. And so my race pass is something I was like, we dabbled in it a couple of years ago, and I was like, I'm not sure. We weren't using it. We weren't using it to its benefit, right? And so I finally made the decision, like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to use all of it because there's lots it does. And so first thing, Pork Chop's been going to school on this, and I think Colleen's done some training. So really looking forward to the timing and scoring system being upgraded. And you can log on. You can draw pills on your phone. You can log into racetrack.
Oh, wow.
Drivers don't have to go up no more. They can log in on their phone. So there's a lot of things that not my generation, but hey, it's 2025, 2026. Holy cow, we're getting old.
You're a year behind.
I've been my whole life.
Rob says, "Hey guys."
Hey Rob. Rob who?
Rob Greer.
Rob Greer. Looking forward to it. Rob's our flagman.
Yes, sir. He's tuned in on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, there you go, Rob.
Let's go.
I hope Rob had a good winter. I didn't get to see him much. I seen him, I think, at the banquet, but I hope he had a good winter. And getting your flag stand all cleaned up, buddy. You'd be throwing the sticks pretty soon.
Double.
No, he does. He does double checker. He does a really good job.
Gary, he says he can't wait for the dirt to start flying at the Speedway. Let's go racing.
Hey, it was flying today. It was like 45-mile-an-hour winds. Luckily, I'm a big guy. It tried to take me out, but I was sustained.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't get blown away.
Yeah, I could have. I've been on a diet,
Jason, what about the lights? You had mentioned one of your.
I got them.
What's the plan?
Well,
they're
going up. They're in the barn. They're in my way. No, I did. I bought them in the fall, and I'm serious. I was gung-ho on them lights.
Yeah.
I jumped the gun on those things, and I have a vision. But no disrespect to Christmas, but we did that Christmas light display, and it just took way more time than I thought it would. And then it got 25 below zero, and like, okay, this isn't going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll do the Christmas light display again, though. It's going to be the Ray Miller Christmas light display. It's going to be in honor of my buddy Ray, right?
Yeah.
And so, but it just got me behind, and they're going to go up. But like we got to get to a point where, like I said, I got to have a timing scoring system, and I got to have all these other things I have to have
to go racing.
The guardrail that's safe, track, scales. Like there's so many things that I just weren't able to get done because of the weather. And I'm not making excuses. I mean, it was just cold, and I'm just not going to go out there and hang up 45 feet in the air and do these lights, but we'll have them up.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't doubt you.
They're in my way. I mean, I'll have to move them, so I might as well put them up, right? I really just have to decide. The front stretch has lights, and I was going to do all the new on the front stretch, but I really like to put those poles in the back stretch and just do away with those portables. And I have lights in the front. I really don't need to upgrade there, but
yeah,
the back would be really nice if I could get that done. And so my goal would be to get the back done. And I bought extra to do the pits, to get the pits lit up. So it's kind of dark at our pits. And I really think it'd be nice to have that brightened up.
Ashley posted that video yesterday from the 90s of the racetrack from the 90s.
Yeah.
You can see the pond in the infield.
Oh, really?
Yep. You can see the pond in the infield. And then there's a couple of video clips where you can see the light poles down the back straightaway.
Yeah.
A couple of Uke tires look like the exact same Uke tires.
They probably are. I didn't see that video. I'll have to check that out. But I always like looking back because we've been doing this for 15 years now. And so I sometimes forget what it was. Like, you know, I talk to Rick Gross, not every day, but I talk to him quite a bit. And Wayne Phillips is still a friend of mine. And it's just what they were doing back in the 80s and early 90s and what we've done now. You know, have we made it better? I think so. The cars are different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody talks about, you know, Wayne County was a bottom racetrack for so long. And then, you know, did I change that and make it a top dominant racetrack? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But I think in the last couple of years, we've got the sprint cars down to 3 wide. I do think the sprint cars are 3 wide. Some of the late model racing isn't my fault. I think that the way the cars drive and the way the suspensions are, I don't know if your racetrack could ever, I don't know. I'm always looking though, but it's fun to see where it was and where it's at. And, you know, some people like it the old way, some people don't. And, you know, I just, when I always was watching back in the 80s there, I was like, this place needs the banking to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to see sprint cars not lifting. And I got that now. I mean, if I'm a big fan of sprint car qualifying, like the All-Stars are there, and because you can hear 2 cars at a time, you can hear the engines.
And they don't lift.
And then they don't lift.
They are dead.
Yeah, and that to me is, and you've showed me who had that video just the other day. You were showing me that video from it was
it Swindell
video, and the guy went out and maybe in hot laps he wasn't so good, and he came in and made some changes, and he came in after qualifying. He's like, this place is badass. I think if your heart rate doesn't get up, and when you're running around Wayne County in a sprint car, and if you get out of the car and you're bored, I think I didn't do a good enough job. Like, no, because I think the fans come to watch the excitement.
Yeah.
Like, auto racing is
speed.
It's yeah. Like, if it's going to be something that you and I can get on the highway and do, then like, what's the draw, right? I mean, this is my personal opinion though. And I think it has to be exciting, has to be a sense of danger and thrill to it. And nothing's more thrilling than watching a sprint car pull a wheelie down the front stretch at Wayne County Speedway. Like, I think that's pretty badass.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
and you're right. Like, that's what people come to watch.
Yeah.
Seth Collins says, "I'm ready to go racing."
Yeah, I am too. I'm ready. Like, today's like today. I'm ready. Like, you know, I wish I was on the grader today and doing everything, but I know we know there's snow coming tomorrow. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So snow's coming.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's going to be 70 today and high like 30 tomorrow and 15 tomorrow night.
When am I supposed to put my app in?
Your app for mowing?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't worry about it. I got you.
Oh, so
yeah, it would fill it out when you start. You'll be starting pretty soon.
I know.
I was tuning up the weed eaters for you the other day.
A couple of weeks. We're a couple of weeks out, right?
I was thinking of you yesterday when the sticks and everything fell. I'm like, Ryan will be here picking these up pretty soon.
Can we start can we push it off for another month?
Let's talk to Steph.
Oh no, let's not talk to Steph. Let's not talk to Steph.
We had this conversation. Does everybody know that you retired? Right?
You tell everybody every single show.
So Ryan's retired, and so we had a conversation with Ryan and his lovely wife Steph. And Ryan's been doing a lot of house chores like dishes, laundry.
I dusted.
I'm getting there. And he wanted to make a deal with Steph because Steph's like, you're going to have to go get a part-time job. And he's like, well, if I do the house chores, can't that count? And she said, no. So here we go. There you go. On cue, right? Oh, listen, people don't want to hear this. Probably not. So what do we got?
Dude, that was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
That's you crying for sure. Because not only are you getting a part-time job, you're still dusting, doing the laundry, doing the dishes.
I know.
I love it. How's retirement, Ryan?
Retirement's good. Don't when you say I retired, you know, somebody was like, hey, you retired. Yeah, I'm still working.
Yeah, but I think that's everybody.
I'm still working. Yes, I retired from my full-time job,
right,
but I am still working.
Yeah, but I know, but it's happy retirement. We're not going to be happy retirement when you're part-time jobs. That doesn't count.
No.
So you did your time, you did your civil service, and congratulations, but you got a long ways to go.
Yeah, we do got a long ways to go, but that's why we've got this set up here. So gives me something to do.
Yeah, listen, you've been working hard. People can't see what we have here and what we did compared to where we're at. I mean, they may not know the difference. I think they probably hear better, but this is definitely more convenient, and it's going to take the Speedway to the next level.
Well, you know, and if she lets me keep spending more money, it'll even be sweeter. Like I'm really close to getting it really tuned in.
If people can see me looking right there, Steph is like right here. and I promise you, he ain't spending any more money for a while.
I asked her the other day. I was like, "Hey, I'm almost locked in." So one cool thing about this, Jason, and you don't know, I just posted it. We will be able to upload these shows, the audio, to podcast. So if you want to listen to us on Spotify,
I've seen that.
on Apple Music, on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, you'll be able to listen to Turn to Talk.
Turn to Talk. Listen, I think it's great. I mean, the technology's there. I'm not smart enough. Like, you put this together, and I mean, you did a fantastic job. I can't wait till we do.
Oh, stop it, Jason! No, stop.
Hit the D button, then. Oh my God! If you people only knew. If you, I won't know.
Oh, stop! Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations, Ryan. We're all so worthy, Ryan. So, hey, we got some more comments. Let's talk racing a little bit. What's people? Let me ask you guys. I mean, who's tuned in? What do you got? You got like 10 people?
Yeah, we got 11. So no.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh shit. All right. Hey, what's your guys' favorite show looking forward to? And I'll tell you what, we need to name some of these races. So throw us out some ideas, and it doesn't have to be on this show, but just throw me some ideas on this. Some of these all-star sprint shows, or there were memorial races, right? But we got to put a little twist to it. What are we going to name the World of Outlaw late model show?
Yeah, you didn't like
the Buckeye 50.
You didn't like my what was it? No, it wasn't the Buckeye Brawl.
No, we've had that. That's a Sheldon Hot Shield race.
Yeah, I had a good one, and you were on the fence with it.
Yeah, I don't remember, so it wasn't that good. But no, let's let the fans get involved in this thing. The fans are always involved in, the track's too dusty, the track's too rough, the track's this, the food's high. You guys are always yelling at me for all the things that are wrong. Like, I'll let you pick some of these things. Let's get involved here. And because I tell you what, Ryan, when I'm over there working, there's quite a few people that stop over there throughout the year that have great ideas, and they're always like, hey, maybe you guys should look at doing this, or maybe you should do that. And it is. And sometimes I get tunnel vision because I'm focused on just getting the task done, and I sometimes can't outlook that. So it's always good to get feedback. So anybody talking to us?
Yeah, we have so there's several comments. Todd Gallion.
Hey.
Todd is one of my I raced against Todd.
Yeah.
Back in the early 2000s.
I think he's going drag racing. I think he got a car, go drag racing.
He's got a Focus ready to go.
Does he have a Focus?
Yeah.
I think Mary's birthday was yesterday or today, so happy birthday.
So he's getting the Focus ready to roll. He said I saw he had a couple mini stock guys over to help him.
Oh, well, good. I think Todd's working over at the auto parts store in Lodi, so I don't see him very often. But Todd, thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see you. Him and Mary come over there on their anniversary and camp for a little bit.
There. I had some really good Todd Gallion nicknames.
I already know one of them, but go ahead.
No, I'm not saying it. Saying it. No.
I was waiting. I know which one you're going to say.
I loved them. They were really good.
Todd, I'm sorry.
Oh, Stubby. We love Stubby.
Oh, my goodness.
Carl Swain, he says he's ready for race season.
Hey, those guys I want to go to the basketball game with them, and I never get to hook up with them guys. They go all the time. They're in Pittsburgh for the Pirates. They're at the Indians game. They go to the Cavs game. They're all over the place. So they don't have an off season, which is kind of cool. That would be a dream of mine, just to be able to. I mean, they don't care. They just go to the game. It's kind of fun.
Go wherever they're at.
Yeah, and they just travel around. But they're fun people. I always enjoy when they come to the Speedway. It's always fun. I wish I had more time to hang out with them. We hung out more probably in the past than we get to now. My workload's been doubled. So, but now that you're retired, maybe I'll have more time.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm still working, man. Like you guys act like I'm just sitting around with my feet up.
Yes.
The other day I was not doing anything, drinking a cup of coffee. It's probably like I'm not bullshitting you. It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Just woke up. And I go, man, Steph, I love my life.
As Steph was going to work.
And she was in there working. Yeah. But then I said, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be hating my life.
Yeah. Well, hate's a strong word. You shouldn't hate anything.
I'm going to be.
You shouldn't hate.
Go get the cemetery mode.
Yes. Go out there and get and it's snowing. I don't care.
I'm going to quit. I haven't even started and I've quit. All right, Seth Collins says, for those who are handicapped and can't make the races, will the race replays be posted on YouTube or streamed live? You have a new videographer, people.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm still in talks with the cushion. Damien reached out to me, and I need to get a hold of him and see where we stand on that to see what we're going to do. But we'll still have Dirt Vision will be there for the Summer Nationals and the Outlaw Show. And then Flo will be there for all the All-Star races. So you got
half the season.
You got 6 of them are going to be on I call it a national network or a national streaming service. So, yeah, we'll try. I mean, they have the capabilities. They did a lot from what they did in Barberton. They actually had a replay. They would send the scoring tower replays like when there was a wreck. I go, well, we have a no stop rule here, but they have the capabilities to do a lot of stuff. But I was like, yeah.
You've always wanted to do. How about this? You've always wanted to go into the concession stand and put TVs up.
Oh, I'm definitely.
Will you be able to do that now?
That definitely is going to happen. I don't know if it'll happen this year. We'll get our feet wet with these guys, but like we ran the cables years ago. The Cat 5 cables are ran. I think you could go to the men's room and be standing at the urinal, and you should have TVs in so you don't miss the action. All that stuff is legit to me. Yeah. The beer stand there to be a TV stand. I like that idea.
Yeah, down in the turn 1 tiki.
Yeah, that turn 1.
Yeah, we would do the turn 1
turn
tiki.
Turn 1 tiki bar, and we're going to be in turn 2 talking.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound good to me.
Oh, you don't even know about Steph. Steph said that she wants you to build a set in turn 2.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so then we can actually have a set in turn 2.
Okay.
And that I'm not swinging a hammer.
That's true. Steph will have to help me. That's for a fact. One thing about it, Ryan is good at a lot of things in starting lawnmowers and push mowing and starting chainsaws.
Man, I've mowed. I've got hours of mowing over there.
Bought you an electric lawnmower, so you just got to push it.
Jared, I think Jason just answered that question about live coverage.
Yeah, my goal is so Farmer has.
That's what I was gonna ask.
He has that up there in Muskegon, and I talked to Rich about doing something like that, and
it sounds like it's really good.
Yeah,
for Fremont.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's something we look into. I guess I'm behind on the technology. I'm still on the fence about streaming. I really am. But I mean, there again, Friday night I was watching the race from Tennessee on. We had no power. I had no power until like 10:30 on Friday night. So I'm trying to charge my phone so I can at least watch the races in the dark. I had a couple candles going. So whatever.
Dude, it's technology, man. You got to get in the 20.
Well, listen, streaming as a promoter though is like, so streaming as a fan is great. I can watch races anywhere, anytime, right? But streaming as a promoter, you're like, you need that gate, and you don't need it. People say, oh, $20, but no, it's the beer, it's the hot dogs, it's the soda, it's all those things combined. And so I do think streaming, there's a place for it. I'm not against it. We still need fans. I mean, there'll never be a day where a racetrack can run without fans being in attendance. It just isn't possible. Because people don't know this, we get zero, and if zero could be lower, we get zero revenue from Flow or Dirt Vision. People don't think that's true.
Yeah, people think that they're writing you a check.
Yeah, when Dirt Vision's there in the Summer Nationals, we get nothing. When Flow's there for the All Stars, we get nothing. And so when you watch but what I will tell you this, when you watch Winter Nationals and when you watch those Lucas Oil shows at Golden Isle, I promise you, Flow was taking care of those racetracks because Speedway was moved after Daytona. There's no way those guys are taking those races with just because, I mean, it was cold. Like Ocala one night, I was like, holy cow. You know what I mean? Like, as a promoter, I watched that stuff, and I guarantee you there was some TV money. It didn't have to be.
Yeah.
High risk. I don't care if you're a rich man. Rich people don't get rich by giving their money away.
Right.
So,
hey, Mike says you're loud and clear. Hey, finally.
Hey, we finally got a system going.
we I said I found some old videos. I found a video. It was actually on our Facebook page. I searched something, and it was a 2016 Periscope, and I can hardly hear you. We're at the racetrack, and there's stuff going on, and it just made me laugh. So finally, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I liked it because it would always ding before, and I wouldn't. Sometimes you catch me and I'm BSing and you go live on me, but
that's always fun.
We should ask these fans and get these guys involved. Is who's the first driver they want to hear on the turn 2 talk?
Let's hear it. Let's kind of put up to a vote, and then we'll tally them up, and then we'll make it happen.
Who wants to hear? Like,
who do you want? Yeah, who do you want to hear?
Wayne County Speedway driver, any class. Who wants to be the first? Tell us who you want to hear on there, and maybe next week we can make it happen.
Yeah, like that's what I really want. Is be able to grow this into to making sure like the drivers get to come on and promote.
For sure. Like, because you and I, Chad, we are probably boring to most people. But if we had a driver in here, I mean, I think people would tune in and want to hear, we could ask some questions and drivers and feedback. And I think that's where it's at. But we normally do these Facebook Lives and we talk about what's going on at the track and the schedule and stuff. But I have a lot of ideas and we don't capitalize on all of them because of time restraints. it's just the facts of life. I'm working a real job. You're semi-retired. I'll give it to you.
Finally.
And so it's hard to get it all done, but I have a whole list at home of things I want to do for this kind of stuff right here.
Right.
And so I can't wait to start releasing some of the footage. And now that you're available to help me do some of this stuff, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And some of my stuff is I got to tone back my language too. Sometimes like stuff I do, I'm like, ooh, I couldn't do that if we're doing this live.
Yeah. One of the things about posting on our podcast on Spotify and Apple, I had to say, explicit, and I had to check the box.
Yeah, because sometimes we say shit that don't, it's like, ooh.
Ooh.
But we could go live. Like I think behind the scenes, I think a lot of people hear rumors about how the track runs and the race receivers and the track communication behind the scenes. And I'd be willing to let people tune in, get a little VIP tour of what really goes on.
Yeah, that's what I want to. I want to record some of that.
Yeah.
You're live.
Yeah, my watch says that. Yeah. So Ron Miller he's beeping in right now. And I'll tell you, this is a good deal. And I'm just telling you right now, no, Krause's Pizza. Again, everybody knows Krause's Pizza. And 10% off if you take your ticket stuff from Wayne County Speedway. We did this last year, and it's good. I mean, Krause supports racers. And what are they in Navarre? You got one here still in Dublin? Yeah. And there's one in Massillon, right? There's 3?
I think there's more, but yeah.
Okay, so, but yeah, people, listen, you go to Wayne County Speedway and you can save that ticket. Help them racers, help them people that sponsors racetracks. I mean, what do we got here?
Are you kidding me?
We got a guest. All right. So what do you got else?
Okay. Race Wife 22G.
Oh, that's Ashley.
She says definitely a good group of people to be around.
Yeah, Ashley let Jesse off for the weekend and to come over and play with me and do guardrail. And I'm telling you, so I don't know. A lot of people don't know Jesse probably drives the 22G modified. And him and Ashley does a lot of our social media. There's stuff coming to get the cat. But Jesse has a construction company. He does. I was reading his shirt today: masonry, block work, excavating. He's just a jack of all trades. So if you guys need something, like get a hold of those guys. They got a Facebook page and they've got a YouTube channel as well. And so get a hold of them. They're going to support the people. At least give the people an opportunity that race. If you're a race fan, give those guys an opportunity. Maybe it doesn't work out. Maybe you're like, doesn't fit what I'm doing. At least give them an opportunity. Like that's how this whole thing has to work. Right?
Yeah. Like when you go to Flint Tire, tell them, hey, we're getting tires here because you support Wayne County Speedway. And there's so many people. There's so many people. When you need a steak, and you're down in
go to Loudonville.
Yeah.
Tell Steph, hey, Wayne County Speedway, the fastest chicken in Loudonville is her husband, Jimmy. Right?
He can't be the quickest chicken.
He can't?
No, that guy's a sprint car guy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I remember there was a Burt Reynolds movie. Remember that?
No.
That had the fastest chicken in the South, the sponsorship on a NASCAR.
Hey, speaking of steak shortstop.
Yes.
I saw that they were doing some special things.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that. I told you that earlier. So shout out to them guys. They were feeding everybody. If you were an electric line worker, and I think it was even tree worker, they were feeding you today. Stop in, get a free lunch. She does. Yeah.
Give it up. Give it up.
That's right. Listen, Steph gives a lot back to the community. She does. And she supports a lot of things, organizations in the Loudonville area and other places too. But the one thing I love about Steph, she was just in my office there last week, is she's got a heart of gold, but if she disagrees with you, she'll just tell you.
She'll tell you.
She's not going to hold back.
No.
I mean, I consider her a very good friend, almost family, and she ain't afraid to tell me.
You know who I feel is family?
Who?
It's Jimmy.
No, Jimmy loves you.
Jimmy does love me.
He loves you. I love when I get a text and Jimmy's tagged in it. I just start laughing because I already know the context of it. I already know.
So go ahead and tell the story.
About the water?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jimmy used to work for us, helped me a bunch. And he was a track worker, flagman. He did a lot, but he would run the water truck. And when he would water the track, I mean, it was drenched. Like on race day, it was like mud bog.
Like 2 foot of water.
And he's like, this is the way it's got to be. Now as a racer today, as a modified racer, he can't stand it. Drier the better, right?
Yes.
He's running a water truck. It's got to be all in all. And so now every time there's a clip, you'll see, especially in the spring when a track rains and they got a boat out there or jet ski, you'll always tag Jimmy and Jimmy more water. And I think it ruffles his, he doesn't have any hair, but if he does, it's in the back of his neck. It stands up just a little bit. So no, those guys, Jimmy's been very good. And I offered him a spot back doing the water last week. And
Yeah.
he respectfully declined.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Rob Greer says he'll be there on Friday through Sunday the next 2 weekends.
No, good. We need to help. There's always something to do. And really, I don't want to leave anybody out. My sister was over this week, and she was helping me. She was cleaning and getting the kitchen prepped. Sherry's there all the time. Sherry Myers, she was there all day today again. And actually, she fed everybody. She bought lunch today. So she's there working. I have a great group of people. And listen, people are always like, oh, my employees are the best, whatever. I don't have any employees. These people are my friends and family. Like, they're over there donating their time. I promise you that the best they could do is get lunch, and that's the way we operate it. Like, yeah, I think people are going to misconception that, like, oh, Jason's over there, he can just get 10 people to come work for him. No, I have to go beg my friends and family.
Yeah. And like, I've tried to quit 10 times and you haven't been able to.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You haven't let me quit.
Yeah.
Wayne says that he's excited to come race this season.
Yeah. What's he got?
That I don't know.
Well, Wayne, tell us what you're racing. That way we'll remember this. Ryan's typing now.
No, I'm not typing anything. I'm just trying to scroll our comments.
Yeah.
Michael Holden says, was back in the day, Aber's 81 car. Miss it.
Yeah, listen, I talked to Blaine quite a bit. He's still around all the time, and I do too. Listen, I have a hard time getting old, and I reminisce a lot. I do. The Lakeville days, Wayne County back when I was racing super stocks, or it was called pure stock back then. I mean, I didn't know some of these guys, but I knew Blaine. Blaine worked for my dad, believe that or not. I don't remember him, but he's been a good dude. Dean Alexander was very influenced for me, like getting going in late models. Like Dean was a great guy, still is. It was he still is. It's fun to see. Like, I was at JR's party there a couple weeks ago, and I got to see his dad was there, and so it's fun to still see those guys. Thinking like, man, wasn't that long ago they were ripping around there. What would they think of it today, right? I always wonder, like, what would they think?
Yeah, you wonder.
Yeah, it's like, I think some of these guys. Remember, we had our birthday party last year, and we were able to get a lot of drivers there. Troy Anderson was there. I seen Keith Burner, not the name, but we had a lot of drivers that raced there in the past, and I didn't get a chance to do a Q&A with a bunch of them, but I would just love to know, like, is it better or worse? What would you change? I used to ask these questions all the time, like we were interviewing, say we have a driver here, like, you had a magic wand, what would you change? What do you think it needs to be? Like, because my vision and the fans and the driver, there's 3 different ways of looking at it, right? And so I'm always trying to figure out how to make everybody happy. And then, oh, you can't do that, but you kind of got to have a butter knife and smooth it all out. And the racing's got to be good, but it's entertainment business, right? So it's not all about roundy round, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
And then the announcers have to keep you entertained when there's nothing going on.
Right.
And that's another aspect of it. So I don't know. I feel like this right here, me and you doing this dialogue, I feel like people are ready to shoot me. But like, what do they want to talk about? Like, I feel like I'm
Jason Shanklin has a name for a mini stock race.
What do you want to call it?
The Ryan Pearson Cream Stick 50.
I love it. Dude, Jason, thank you.
I'll throw a little bit in on.
Maybe that's the Friday night portion of the blowout. We got the Sam Huffman on Saturday.
And then the cream stick 50.
So whoever wins that gets a box of cream sticks.
Oh, dude, I'll buy 2 boxes of cream sticks.
Yeah, really? That's done. Shanklin, you be there, and you can help probably eat the damn things.
He's had
he's had his share of them.
Yes, he's definitely. Have you seen him?
Shanklin. So Shanklin worked with us, right?
Yeah.
And,
do you remember the time when he burned his hand?
Yeah. I remember the night we were drinking a little bit afterwards, and there was some strawberries in this crap, and it was potent. And I think he ate the damn strawberries, and they were white. They bleached the damn things. And I wish he would come back. It is fun to work there when you have a lot of people that hang out, and it's that friendship that you get, and it doesn't seem so much like work, right? And I'd like to get back to that. I think people have gotten older, and I know is he married now?
I have no idea.
I think he's engaged, but I mean, everybody. Some people have kids now and whatever, and it's like, okay, everybody's changing. But I wish we could get back to where it was a little more fun. Man, we used to go to the ranch afterwards when I raced back in the day. We would all hang out at the ranch. Markham remembers those days. I don't know if Ryan's tuned in, but your buddy Spud, Markham, and Drown, like everybody at the ranch. Duncan, everybody was at the ranch, and so we like to reminisce about the good old days, but you know what? Today was the best day I had, and tomorrow will be better. So the old days were good, but tomorrow can be better, right?
That's right.
So
Casey Craver says Craver Racing's is hard at work, and it's going to go back-to-back championships.
Well, he's got a good shot at it. I know they just bought a camper, which I'm not sure what Brandon was thinking. He sold one. Get out of that camping business. That's race car money. But Casey does a lot for Wayne County Speedway as well. She doesn't want to consider herself an employee, but she's always working, and she'll fill in anywhere we go. Good friend, good people to have. I love Brandon. He is so chill. Like his Victory Lane interviews, there's no emotion tied to him. And
do you remember I don't know if it would have been Thrills on Wheels. I don't know if it was Thrills on Wheels or Dirt Racers Radio with Doc, and Brandon was driving a mini truck.
Yeah, I remember the mini truck.
Yeah. And he came on the show. It's like, hey, Brandon, looked good this Friday night. you won. How did you feel? Good.
Yeah, and I believe it hasn't changed. He's good. His dad, Ryan's coughing again. I think his mom and dad are excited to see him win. Like he works hard. His dad, the Grizz won a lot of races at Wayne County, and it's
legend.
Yes, it's fun to see the Grizz still have the passion, and I consider them people some good friends of mine, and
they're fun.
Listen, Wayne County was built on a lot of the history, and you see the Wilds are still racing. You see, Grizz, and I'm not going to do everything, but Drowns, Duncans, everybody. And if I called them all out, I'll miss somebody, right? But it's just cool to see second, third, fourth generation people racing, and I don't know. Like, what do you think? Let's talk. Let's get deep. How long does it last?
What do you mean?
Racing.
Oof. I mean,
it's every year, right? Is doom and gloom. The cost keeps going up for me and them. Like to run a track is the most expensive it's ever been.
But I thought you're making all kinds of money. You got money like falling out of your pockets. That's
changed.
That's what people think.
Well, they think that, but I mean, realistically though, never costs more to operate. Never costs more to own a car. So I hear this all the time. I've been doing this for 15 years, raced for well over 20. Where does it end?
Well, I mean, you look at the people that fall out every single year. You're like, what happened to them? And they walk away.
I know. That's the biggest fear of running a racetrack is like, what happens when nobody wants to do this no more? Like, I got this facility. So that's why I'm leading up to the schedule would be like, that's why you see a monster truck show. That's why you see a couple thrill shows. That's why you see an NTPA tractor pull. I think that is what the future is for racetracks. I think the weekly roundy round stuff is great. I love it. You love it. And there's 600 people that love it at Wayne County Speedway, I'd say, right? But to get the business to be more profitable, I think you have to invite those thrill shows. And like we had our Christmas light display, and I talked to a lot of people. I tell you what, Ryan, 80% of the people that came to that light display I talked to, they don't come and watch no races. But they're like, hey, you got a monster truck show? I'll probably check that out. Hey, you got a thrill show? What's that about? Like, I don't know all the details. Well, we'll check that out.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's opened my eyes to like, I'm a diehard racer, but like not everybody is. So we've got to use the facility for more than that. And so this year we're going to venture out a little bit, and we still have an aggressive schedule. I love the schedule this year. I do. I think it's great. OVSCA is coming back. The All-Stars with Rich Farmer. I think that's a good deal. We've got that back. We've never done back-to-back sprint car shows. So Labor Day weekend, we got that deal with Attica where we're trading off that Friday or trading off that Saturday. I'm sorry. So I think that's going to be interesting. 7,500 leading into the 10,000 plus for the Pete Jacobs. I think that's going to be a big event. That could be Wayne County's crown jewel. That race has always been on my calendar. It could be a crown jewel. Duffy Smith Memorial Speedweek's always been good to us, right? We paid $10,000 a couple years ago. I wanted to up the ante for that, and Speedweek just for some reason everybody doesn't. I mean, I think Speedweek should be bigger to make it bigger, right? Pennsylvania Speedweek's big. Ohio Sprint Speedweek it's good, but like I think all the tracks need to look at if you want to draw bigger talent. I think that's what we're all discussing now. It's like you're not getting Rico no more. You're not getting Tony Stewart. You're not getting Kyle Larson. Casey Kane, Christopher Bell. Okay, those guys are doing their own thing and they're getting older, and I understand that. But to draw bigger talent to come, we all talk about PA. Let's draw in Danny Dietrich. He comes over. But if you want to bring in some more of those guys, I think it's going to take more money. And so we all have to. There's risk versus reward in the sport, and that's something that me and Farmer talk about. And he's not opposed to it, but it's not just me and him. It's you got Speedweek takes 6 or 7 racetracks, and we all got to be on board. But I think Sprint Speedweek could be bigger. But our crown jewel is the Pete Jacobs race.
You think? Sure. I know you wanted to get the Pete Jacobs race to be like a 20K.
I wanted to get the 20. We got the 15. We took a hit one year. I think it was weather related. I really do, but like I took a hit. And
I know you wanted to get to 20.
Yeah, it took a hit hard. It really hurt, and it set me back. And so I'm gonna try to get rolling on that again. Like I think there's an opportunity to go, maybe not 20 to win. Maybe there's money. Maybe it's 10 to win, but there's lap money and stuff involved. Maybe that's what we need. I'm not a big fan of 20,000 to win. Like I think that's cool, but that's one guy. I think if you want to get 40 or 50 sprint cars, I think it's 10 to win and 2 to start.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't be 20 to win and a bag of popcorn for second place.
No, but it happens. It happens all the time, and we're just as guilty. I'm going to run a race, and randomly a guy goes, "Hey, I'm going to put 1,000 on top." I go, "You sure going to put on top?" Yep, that's wrong, because that's where they're going to get the most exposure for their money, right? Jason's Lawn Care Service threw $1,000 on top. They're going to get talked about in Victory Lane. I understand why they do it, but I think as a promoter trying to get marketing people to go, "Hey, let's." If you want to pack this place with a field of cars top to bottom, I think start money does matter. I know there's some people out there right now throwing stuff at their computer going, there used to be the start money mafia, you know what I mean? Like people would get on here and complain about, well, start money ain't enough. And I know there's some people that go, hey, if you're not good enough to run up front, don't worry about it. But there's not enough room for everybody to finish in the top 5. Everybody's paying the same, right? Tires are cost the same for you and me. Doesn't matter if I run 15th and you win, still it's cost the same.
Right.
So I think we need to look at that. And I'm not talking about just Wayne County Speedway. I'm talking industry wide, but that's another topic, another day. I could go long on that, but yeah.
Todd Gallion says, actually, let's go back one. Gary Schaub says, I like the regular shows.
Yeah, I hope so. I know they'll get better as we get drivers on here. And listen, it's not going to be drivers all the time. Like I'm telling you right now, I would get Rob DeFlagman in here and I would drill him on things that he does and let the fans take a turn at him, right? Scoring people. Like we both take blunts for scoring sometimes. And I'm not scoring races, but I think
they think you see everything.
Yeah, and it's impossible, and so, but I would love to get a scoring person from Wayne County in here and talk about how it is and invite people in the tower, tour behind the scenes, what it really does take to score a race. And
right.
There's a lot of opportunities. People racing doesn't have to be coming, paying $20, sitting in the stands, eating the food, drinking the beer and going home saying it was a good race or a bad race. We're looking at doing other opportunities at Wayne County, get you behind the scenes and make your experience better. And so
we got to get that done.
Yeah, no, but I think it's doable, but it takes it takes me, it's going to take you, it's going to take Steve, it's going to take Pork Chop, it's going to take Ashley. Right. There's a group of us that have to take those. It's responsibilities to make, because if it isn't good, then we'll get negative feedback on it, right?
Right.
So
Todd Tin Galleon Hat says,
I knew it.
The drag car is gone and it's all mini stock now.
Listen, I like Todd Galleon at the racetrack. I'll just say that. I like Todd Galleon at the racetrack. He's good for the sport. I married him and married on the front stretch at Wayne County Speedway. So I do that. So folks, listen, no charge. If you want to get married at Wayne County Speedway, I'll offer my services. I'm an ordained minister. I can marry and bury, preferably do the weddings over the funerals. But, if you're interested in getting hitched and you don't want to have a big shindig, we can do it right there at the Speedway.
You've done it before.
We've done it before. I married a lot of people during COVID.
Yeah, I remember.
I did a lot of people. So.
Justin Carter says, myself and my dad and Ray Miller loved running the Enduros.
Oh, man.
Any chance those will be back even after the season?
Yeah, I think there's going to be 2 for sure. And I think those thrill shows are going to include Enduros. I will tell you that. And listen, Justin, your dad, Rich, and I have history. And I love Rich Carter.
He's a good guy.
We have history where we didn't like each other at a time. But he's turned into one of my really good friends. And I don't see him enough. And I think we all can say this. And I know that Justin and Rich and even you knew him, but there's going to be a void in my year from Ray. There'll be a void. And I don't know, man. That guy could turn a bad day and make you laugh.
Yeah.
And we could do a whole segment on Ray Miller quotes, right? We did at the banquet. We had a good time with that. And so our thoughts are still with Sally. Sally's doing good. I don't talk to her as much as I need to, but she's still around. And so that's Ray's wife. And so
I just talked to Justin 2 weeks ago over at Northwest High School, and I was watching some wrestling. and we were talking about Ray,
Yeah.
and I told him the Ray story, and when we were walking down the straightaway, and
Yep.
Ray has these one-liners that, like, I don't like, why would, like, how did you come up with that? Like, these guys are about to fight, and then Ray comes up with, go do this.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
He was good.
I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, you can't fill the void. There's only ever going to be one. And, it's just like I mentioned Chuck earlier, this brings back memories of doing that show with Chuck. It really does. And I think he would be proud of where we're going with this. He really would. But
now we got to do this every week, though.
no, I know. That'll be tough for me. I may not be live sitting
all the
here.
time. I get
may
it.
Be remote, but just the everybody like to sit at 7:00 on Sundays and
Right.
listen to Thrills on Wheels. I mean, I know there's at least 50 people that stop their world and listen because they didn't know who the guest was going to be. And then there was always the results where they might hear their name. Like, if people want to hear, listen, I think as a racer, you still want recognition. Like, when you have a good night, when you wrote the articles, when you were announcing, you wrote the articles. I'm telling you right now, as a racer, you always read and you wanted whatever you did to be included in the press release.
Yes.
Right? If you drove from 15th to 10th or whatever, you wanted to be included in the excitement.
Yeah, you hoped you made the top 10. Then it was going to be the top 10
so
gets their
get
names.
Your name. Yeah. And I think the show like this could be the same thing. I think I could see Captain Paul McVicker sitting here, and I mean, I could roast that guy for days, right?
Yeah.
But he's got stories and history that people don't know about him. I know people are like, oh, who's Paul? Well, Paul's got a lot of stuff. He'd be interesting. But Danny Mumal would be a great guy to sit across from us right now, even remotely. I talked to Trey Jacobs at the banquet. I know he's into doing these things. So I still want to know who you got the first driver to be on these things. I want to know, I want to know by tomorrow what we're doing. So guys, tune in.
Yeah, we'll get it set up for sure. Like that. I mean, that's what we want to do. And it doesn't, we can always branch out because, you know what I mean with that is, like, let's say the World of Outlaw show is coming up.
Right.
We can call Nick Hoffman.
Yeah, we'll call Nick up.
And he'll be able to come on the show and promote our show. So it's like not just.
Yeah, it's not just regional, but I think our first guest should be somebody regional. But yeah, I mean, we can call Devin. I can call Devin right now, see if he can answer. But does she have a baby yet?
I don't know.
It's due right now, so we shouldn't call him right now then. But no, the only reason I raised Devin is I seen they were grading the track at Muskingum today, and that's a pretty good deal. I'm promoting somebody else, but I think that whole deal they're doing with the late models for the Lucas Oil versus World of Outlaws, I think that's a cool deal. I do. I don't know who put that together, if that was all Tristan's idea, but that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Alan Hutchinson says hours of mowing means hours of Jason getting you unstuck.
Yeah, he's bringing up. It's been a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
And you were mowing at the Speedway. It was in the fall, and you got stuck. And I went out and pulled you out. And then before I could even go back to doing what I was doing, you were like, "I'm stuck again." And so
you didn't get me unstuck.
But you'll never live things like that down. And so those things go in history. But I got pork chop stories too. So and Alan Hutchinson doesn't exist. So it says pork chop on there.
It does not say that. Does not say that.
Yeah. So. All right. So what else you got? I mean, so the racetrack, we talked about guardrail. We talked about some of the stuff that we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're looking for help. So listen, we have lots of people that want to help. And just because we don't have a spot that you want to do, we still keep your name because people quit every day. People get busy. So, please message a page if you're interested. I'm telling you, it's a good time. People are like, oh, Jason's hard to work for. It's not really that true. I like to have fun. If you just do what you're asked to do, it's pretty easy. And it's pretty laid back environment.
I don't know if I would say it's easy. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Don't get your feelings hurt.
Hey, Steph, you would work for me, wouldn't you? Absolutely. Yeah. Steph would work for me. And she probably asked to work for me. I kind of got a job for her. So
Kristen Staley says she'd like to see Kyle on the show.
Yeah, Kyle. Listen, Kyle's a good interview, very relaxed. And, I know he would have some contradicting advice to me on some of the stuff I say. And it's good to go back and forth. But so there's a vote for Kyle. He would be a good interview.
Jordan says Kyle Moore.
Yeah. Listen, he's popular right now. And I tell you what I'd like to do. So if we ever did Kyle, I'm not saying he's going to be the first guest because it'll be like, oh, yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But anybody but Kyle?
If I bring Kyle on, I'm bringing Brad with him, though. Because there's two opposite people there.
Yeah.
There's a driver and there's a crew chief. And they argue. And it's kind of people don't believe that. But it's kind of fun, the dynamic they put on. But No, listen, I'm telling you, Doug Drown would be a great interview too. If you look at Doug Drown from where, first of all, Jeff was a fantastic racer, right? And so look at Doug in the glory days. Took his car to prom. People always remember that Doug going to prom in his late model.
Yeah.
To very successful businessman, owns his own trucking company now. Like Doug has made like this whole thing about success. I think he would be a good interview, not to talk just racing, but just like, hey, how'd you go from this, owned a restaurant one time to like now you own this very big trucking company, and he gives back to a bunch of racers. He's very, very generous, and so he would be a great interview. Brad Malkett, you imagine Brad? Like we're doing that one remotely. Like I love it. I don't even know if we could have him on there. It'd be like beep 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 beep.
So both of those guys, it's funny you say that both of those guys. Last year, you were like, go and interview some people for the 60th, 60 whatever the birthday, and go interview some people, and I got really good interviews both with Doug and with Brad, and they were phenomenal. I think Brenda has them, but I think Brenda, there was one that didn't record, I think maybe it was Doug's didn't record right, and then or Brad's, I can't remember, but there's two really good interviews out there.
Yeah, we need to get a hold of those because we were doing really good. Like I don't know, but that's the stuff I think people want to hear. Like those when you could send those interviews to the YouTube channel. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool because people don't know. Like these guys have a story, and it's not just a racing story, but it's kind of like the timeline.
Yeah,
I mean, Malkett could tell you stories he probably forgot more than we ever knew.
One of the things I'm planning on doing for this show is I'm going to interview the guys after they win the feature.
Yeah,
and then we'll be able to upload them
the interview on here.
Yeah, just a quick clip. So
yeah, you've been good about getting quick clips, and you've been getting them to sign their pictures, and and they like that. One thing you did at Wayne County that I think nobody else is doing, and somebody will do it now because listen, we do it too. Is somebody sees something cool? Is when there's a red flag, a lot of times you'll grab the cordless and go out there and just do a driver interview on the track.
Yeah, there's things like it. Yeah,
I think that's good though. I think but it doesn't matter if people just follow us because that's what we're evolving the sport. Like. I take ideas from other racetracks.
That's true.
So it's not a bad deal. It's a compliment when somebody does something that you started. It shows that it's cool.
Tim Hawkins says he wants to see Danny Mumo on the show.
Yeah, Tim. I like to see Tim and Danny. Tim's the crew chief on that thing, and Tim pushes at Wayne County Speedway, and Tim's an excellent guy. Like I've met so many good people, Ryan. Like people don't know you and I didn't even get along until I got the racetrack.
Yeah, I did not like you.
Yeah, let's skip this conversation.
What'd you say?
I said we'll skip this conversation.
No, I did not like you. You were such an asshole to my favorite driver.
Yeah,
you were
Ryan Markham.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan, we were arch enemies.
Yeah, you have a picture of you turning into him. And then you send it to him.
Just so happens I'm turning, he's on the outside.
And that's when you used Alan. Hey, Alan, go give this picture. Listen, that's a big.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'll tell you this. And if Ryan was sitting here, and Ryan would be a guest because him and I could tell personal stories, but Ryan's won hundreds of features, right? But and not just late model people. These are the stories I'm telling. Ryan would be sitting here. He would tell you that the sport needs a Hatfield and McCoy.
Yeah,
it does. And I felt like me and Ryan had that for 2 or 3 years at Wayne County. Like I did win some races, and Ryan was the man, right? And to be the man, you got to go past him. And I think the sport needs that. People need a little bit of like, hey, what's going to happen this week? If you ever watched Madhouse, which is Bowman Gray, right? They had a show for a couple of years, and I watched it, and that is entertainment at its finest with auto racing. I think the racing was horrible, Bowman Gray. I think it's horrible. People go there because they know there's going to be some excitement. And so that's another question I would put up for fans. Do you come for the excitement or do you come to watch the race? Do you come there with the hopes that there's drama? Listen, we all go, oh, we hate drama. Bullshit. Anything that's got drama, I can put a post on Facebook tomorrow that I know will be controversial and it'll get thousands of hits. If I put on there something that's just plain and simple, it's going to get lost. So don't tell me you don't like drama. And I think it's just the truth. And so I wonder how many people come just to be like caught up in he's a dirty driver or he does this because of, like it all happens. Doesn't mean you don't like somebody. It's just you want your guy to be better.
Yeah. Well, going back to where we started is the other reason I didn't like you is wasn't just because of you being a jerk to Ryan Markham. Is
jerks easy.
Yeah, I know it's very easy. You're right. I'm very easy. So
Steph, get your boy.
So you used to drive right past Wayne County Speedway and to go race at KC.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was working with Tina Heil and Ernie Kaufman at the time at Wayne County Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
And I would see you driving down Route 30.
Yep.
And I was like, this guy, or, why is this guy, not going to race with us?
Yep.
And so like, I get it. Like you wanted to branch out and get laps somewhere else.
It was, I didn't run good at Wayne County, and Jimmy Neer was promoting KC at the time, and I liked Jimmy Neer. He was a friend, and I ran good there, and that place is pretty fast, and I really enjoyed the high banking, the high speeds, and I contribute that. And I know people are going, Jason never won nothing. I did win some shit back in 04, 05, 06 and stuff, but it made me a better racer when I came back to Wayne County. And so I never would have won a championship at Wayne County or anything if I hadn't gone and done that. So
finished second in points at KC.
Yeah, I would have won that. I got
That's
mad
what you
one
get.
night. I got mad
That's
one night.
exactly what you get.
And instead of borrowing some parts from the neighbor down there, I was going to load it, and that cost me a championship.
That's what you get.
But,
finish second.
Yeah.
Go down there and be the first loser.
That's okay. But that's true. You know what? I agree with you though, because if I was today as a promoter of Wayne County, if somebody was bird dogging me and going, I would be like, "What are you doing?"
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
So I get it. But there's always a reason. I take it personal.
Exactly.
And I know they did. I mean, I know it's you're right. And I sit here and tell you, we need everybody. We need every car. Why, but there's always a reason. Sometimes you got to outlook that stuff. But I want everybody. Like, I like when Eric Wilson comes from over there in PA. I like when he comes over. I like when Bam Bam comes a couple times in 555. Like, I like that stuff. I miss Russ King racing. You know what I mean? He was doing an interview during Speedway because he's helping Bam Bam. I remember Russ King. I remember going to his dad's shop trying to buy a truck one time and didn't even know who he was. And then my best Russ King memories when Charlie Duncan and him got together. And, but I miss those days when guys would come over. You never knew who was going to roll in. And I think the sprint cars at County is still the same way. Sprint cars, I'm telling you, you never know who's rolling in every week. I think that's cool. Late models have kind of gotten where people kind of just go to their areas. Like, it's kind of like strategic. Like, hey, I'm going here, you're going there. Everybody's kind of placing themselves. And I don't know if I like that, but
I used to like Matt Lux.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was good.
Yep.
He'd show up every once in a while.
Yeah, there's a guy. I mean, we could do a whole segment on the lost and forgotten. Like, we could go all day with, wasn't that long ago, Scotty Peltz was driving for Stan Torg's Modified,
Yeah.
Where's Peltz at today? Probably not racing no more. Stan's got Markham and rolling around, so.
Kristen Staley says she'd like to see Kyle and Ball Bat Brad.
Yeah, I think that
get
would
them
be
on together.
Yeah, that would be a good one. It would be, there again, people, I think it would be a legitimate good interview, but not my choice right now. Who would be the first? I'll keep mine until next week and see who it is. But I think there's some cool interviews. I learned the more I talk to these people, and just because they don't win every week doesn't mean they're a bad interview though. Like, it's cool. There's a lot of personalities that when you get off the side talking to people, it's like, wow, this guy's got a personality or a sense of humor that I never get a chance to go see because we're always busy. And so sometimes it's nice just to get around. The blowout, I know that's one of your favorite races. The blowout's a great opportunity after Friday night as everybody's hanging out and you get to actually meet people and
eat, drink, have a good time.
Yeah, put the personality with the face, and I think it's kind of nice.
Casey Craver says you should talk to all of the 2025 season championship drivers.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They were all, so last year was pretty cool. We had our Christmas light display and we had that big banner with the stockings on the fireplace, and we put all the champions' names on the stockings. And then at the bottom of the tower, we redid all that banners back there. And on the bottom, every year it'll be changed. It'll have the previous year's champions on it. So listen, winning a championship at any racetrack is hard to do. I think people take it, maybe not for granted, but I think people are just like, oh, you see your track champion, who cares? Like, it's a lot of, it's not so much you're a fast race car, is you're consistent and you're dedicated to supporting that facility every night.
Yeah.
And so it's not, you gotta be fast, but you're there, you're sacrificing lots of things that people don't think about. So being a track champion is a lot, and it carries a lot of clout too. Like if my track champion, like, I'll just be example, Brandon Craver, if I caught him out here, bad mouth and everything I did, and like, it's not going to go well, right? You have to carry that, you're the voice, you're the, it comes with nice stuff.
Well, I think, like you said, is that it's a lot harder than what you think. Like I ran mini stocks for a couple of years, won a couple of heat races. I think one maybe the only B main or two B mains I was ever in because I wasn't in that many B mains.
Yeah.
And so, but like I never won a feature, and like that's hard to do.
It's hard to win a feature.
I finished fifth in points.
Yeah.
Fourth or fifth.
So we're well past an hour on this. We're going to die this thing down
Whenever you want.
Well, I think people are probably getting tired of it. I don't know how many people stay logged in, but
we've got two people still tuned in.
Yeah, we're probably rolling out. But no, listen, I think this is good. I think it's only going to get better. And you can't read all the comments, but I wish you could. I wish there was a way we could have those scrolling behind us so people could see like a ticker tape. Maybe you could work on that so the comments just roll underneath of us.
There's a way. Well, there's a way that they show up over here on the side, but
I see that.
We can't see those.
Yeah, but it'd be cool if everybody could just see their comment. We can't read them all, but this is new, guys. This is pretty exciting, and you're going to get a lot of behind-the-scene footage. It isn't always going to be in the studio. And so next week, we promise we'll have a driver or a combo of people, and I think it's only going to get better. So I guess we can go as long as it takes for people to get tired of listening to us. But I think there's a point where like we could go all day. Like you and I, we've been places and we talk all day about racing, and it's interesting to us. I always feel like as people like hitting the off button right now, going, "Shut up, you guys."
We still got quite a few people in.
Yeah. Well, this is cool. I appreciate you doing this. And like I'll tell you this, we're 2 weeks away from practice at Wayne County. Any car for practice. And then, we're 3 weeks away from opening night, like 61 years getting ready to kick it out, man. I was there running the show for the 50th. We were there for the 60th. I guess we'll just keep going. I think 2026 will be the biggest year yet for me. Every year I seem to make new friends and partnerships. If you'd have told me, all right, I'll give you an example, and I got to stop rambling, but like if you'd have told me 10 years ago that me and Chris Henthorn were going to be really good friends and he was going to be like running tractors and doing stuff for me and hanging out, like I'd be like, Chris, who? Right. And so these are the partnerships and the friendships you make in the sport. And I think that's probably the most rewarding for me is like you meet people that are good people that have the same vision as you and they're here to help you. And like I want all my friends to make it, like not just racers, but everybody. So when you run a business or whatever, you want everybody to make it. And so you surround yourself with people that are like, hey, let's, here's the better idea, do this. And so that's what gets me excited about this stuff still. And racing still gets me rolling, like prepping the racetrack and seeing that first group of hot laps come out. It gets me going, It's like, well, I did all I thought I could do. Now, not always. There's those times where I go, man, I really should have put that extra load, or I really should have stayed late last night. And I didn't. And I'm always like, oh. So I keep notes. I try not to make the same mistake twice, but hey.
It's funny, like you bring up Chris. Like I remember Chris and Lindsay, and I would always just say hi to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think that they liked me. I would just always be like,
they don't.
I would just be hi, and I would keep going, and then you confirm that they don't like me.
Yeah, so I hate to hurt your feelings, but live on the show, they don't know. No, they're good people, but that's what I'm talking about. Like everybody wants to talk racing all the time, and I do too. I'll talk racing with anybody, but we could have a whole segment on the people that you met at the racetrack.
Yeah,
and it's sad because we lose people all winter long. I don't know how well you keep tabs of that, but we get stuff sent to us all winter long about condolences. We lose people, and it's hard. Believe it or not, when somebody passes away that's come to Speedway for 50 years, it's hard to find a younger person to fill that seat. It's just one person. That's right, but younger people aren't into motorsports. Like there's no connection. I gotta quit rambling. I can't use you, but like when I grew up, I worked on my car, like my street car, right? No, I did. Like you could tune it up, you go to Summit, or you go to get these aftermarket parts, right? There's no connection with kids today in their car. There's no street rods, right? I mean, we just don't have that. So to get somebody that's a gearhead involved in motorsports, it's difficult. And that's why I think racing, the entertainment value for a racetrack has to be more. I pay a lot of attention to what goes on at big events. I'm not Eldora. I'm not Knoxville. But I look at what they do, and maybe we can downsize some of their ideas and try to duplicate some of the stuff that they do. It's hard because it takes more people,
time, money,
and time and money. But like sometimes you have to invest on things that aren't racing. You're a racetrack, and remember we used to have concerts. We had Jessica Hannon there when she was coming up through, I can remember, and I don't remember who said it, but we had a concert down there and playing country music before the races. And I thought it was good, but then I had numerous people, and again, 8 people, 10 people don't change my opinion, but like they're like, hey, we come to a racetrack, not a concert. And it was like, you're trying to have both, right?
Right.
Just
We're trying to entertain.
go get a hot dog and sit back and just listen to it. She was a good singer and stuff, but I thought, so you have this big divide: people who want to be entertained and people who just want to watch the races.
Right.
And you got to find a balance. So, but anyway,
I want to hit a couple before we go.
Yeah.
Steve. So John Hamilton asks, Steve Brookins from Norton Raceway is coming to work with you guys.
Yes.
Heck yes. The great Buddha, the Green Hornet.
Yeah, he is coming. He's on board. Like, it's not coming. He's there. I mean, he's excited, man. I'm telling you, Steve. I talked to Steve today. He gets me amped up when he's talking to me. Like, the stuff that I think we've been doing forever. He's like, oh man, it's gonna be. It's like, Jesus, good dude though.
Rita Bauman Dawson says Billy Dawson has been at it. Got the super stock motor back in. The late model should be put back together soon, and a mini stock is getting a new body. We had to pause it for the weekend for a party.
Yeah, listen, I didn't see it on Facebook, but I knew there was a party going on. I think Pork Chop. I think we sent some stuff down. I said this the other day, and I won't tell you who I said it to, but it was another driver. I think Billy Dawson could be one of the most talented race car drivers that's not being noticed yet. Like, I'm talking talented by like seat of the pants feel. Like, the kid has a mini stock, he runs a super stock. He got that late model by that lottery, that raffle, for
Wayne Moffitt.
Wayne Moffitt, yeah. And I'm telling you, like, he went to Muskingum the first time in that car. Never sat in that car. Went to Muskingum, made a show, and it's a big show. Does really well at the county. I think he's very, and like I said, somebody who wins races too. This is not just me blowing smoke. Like, we agree, like, he could be one of the most talented raw talent.
Dude, he hopped in and was killing it.
Yeah.
And that was that the Summer Nationals race?
I don't remember.
It was the one of the big shows.
It was one of the, yeah, I remember the show, but like, so there, I mean, everybody should brag. Like, we always talk about young kids coming up and who's going to fill these spots. Well, you have a guy right here. Like, I don't know if he's getting noticed enough. Like, so I know last year I was pumping him on my lives, and I'll continue to do that. Like, he's young, he's ambitious, they're hardworking. And so if you guys could, I don't know if they have shirts, but if he does, buy a shirt from him.
Yeah, for sure.
Go over there and give him some tire money, give him some fuel money. Just, people are like, oh, I can't sponsor a car, I don't have $1,000. Go give him $100. You guys don't know what $100 to do. A case of oil is $100.
Right.
So go buy his oil change. If you're a racer, if you're a race fan and you're always talking like there's no young kids coming, and I know money's tight for everybody, so I'm not saying everybody should just go give their money away, but like, if you're gonna help somebody out, go get Dawson something. Go buy him some oil. Go get him some fuel. Go to the parts trucking. Give the parts guy credit for him. Like, that's how you do it, though. That's how you do it.
Don Frank says he'd like to see Dean Alexander.
Oh man, Dean Alexander. Like, that would be the coolest interview. Like, I would even just sit here and just listen. I would just like be in awe. Like, you get him and Gentry and Blaine all in the same room. Oh shit.
Imagine that.
Oh man.
We can make that happen.
That would be pretty cool.
We can have up to like 10 guests.
10 guests, yeah.
On at a time.
That would be pretty cool. I think Keith Berner would be interesting. His knowledge and where he did as a racer to where he's taken his business, like, it would be a really good interview if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
Wayne says he raced at Sandusky and Lorraine, and he runs a mini stock.
Yeah,
sweet.
Well, bring it on down. And the mini stocks need to know. I don't know if it got out enough, but SCDRA rules, but they're Wayne County Speedway rules. So, like, we're sanctioned by SCDRA. I got to send that guy that money, though. Make sure I got to get that done. But so it's Wayne County Speedway rules, which are really close to SCDRA. But if you don't want to be a member of SCDRA at Wayne County, you don't have to be. So you don't have to pay their membership fee. But if you want to run for their points, you got to pay, and you accumulate the points at Wayne County. I know it sounds confusing, but all you mini stock guys, 4-cylinder guys, like, better get that stuff going. You don't send that money to me. You send that down there to South Carolina. So, yeah. Just clarify that. Same way with modifieds and late models. You want to be UMP and you want to be in the points, you got to pay those membership fees. It's funny is nobody ever pays until the Summer Nationals race, and then everybody's like, oh shit, I owe that money. And so get those memberships in And I don't know. I'll get Pork Chop on that to send. We'll do that this week. We'll make sure to remind everybody. But those UMP points, a lot of people in our areas, Kyle, Jimmy, Markham, Drown. I'm going to leave people. I'm not going to do this, but like a lot of people made good money on UMP for the regional and the national points. So it's worth your money to be a member.
Brad Moore says you should always dump that extra load.
Yes, Brad. Is that your racetrack advice, Brad, or your dating advice?
He put the 3 laughing emojis on it
Yes,
too.
he should. At least I'm telling you, Brad's a funny guy. He really is. I can tell stories, and I won't on this show, but like, oh my goodness,
No, I checked the box for
yeah,
explicit content.
it was a hoot. Every time he's around, it's funny, and we always have a good time. But
Rita follows up. It was the Summer National show. He won the C main. Like he was just ripping. Dude, he was ripping the lip. And he was only 2 spots out of the B. She said that they'll have some shirts and a few other things this year to keep him going. Yes. Got to get some money flowing. Absolutely. It's expensive.
Yes, it is. So if he's got shirts, guys, go to his page. Go to his racing page. Support him. I'm telling you, that's what you need to do. I'll buy a shirt. Everybody should buy a shirt. Every racer. This is not just for Dawson, though. Everybody. All these race car drivers are trying to do things, race parties or T-shirts or raffles.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody.
I think they're having a race party.
Who?
Dawson's.
I think it was yesterday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think Pork Chop sent some stuff off. But it's very important you buy those shirts. And if you don't like late models, fine. But there's sprint car people. There's late. I mean, I'm just telling you, people, fans. It's cool that you come and you watch. And everybody always asks, oh, it's the same shit, Ryan. I can't afford to sponsor a race car. I don't have a business. I'm telling you, if you'd be surprised what $50 does to a race team. It might be a case of brake cleaner. I mean, it's the simple things.
Well, a couple of years ago for Sprint Speed Week, Steph Lender kind of organized fans just buying cases of water, towels, bananas, and kind of like dispersing them amongst, the 12, 15 teams that are running for Sprint Speed Week. Quarters, to wash the
car wash.
Car wash. Yeah.
I wish I could put car wash in Wayne County. That would be, if I bought anything right now, it'd be a car wash.
You make some money.
Yeah. That's all, get them coming, get them going, right? No, it's true. Every little bit counts. Walk up to a racer and give them a gift certificate from an auto parts store. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying we got good racers. We're always talking how we don't have any talent coming up, but we have an opportunity here. I'm just using Dawson as an example. That's one class. I could go through every class and give you a new guy that's, but if you want them to be around long term, they're going to need some help, because they're not winning right off the bat usually. And it costs the same amount of money if you're not winning as it does. So, but I see a lot of guys. I seen something going on this year where the people are putting a picture of their car and then we got this is good for them too. How much does it cost to be on a quarter panel? What's it cost to be on the roof? I think Freddie Carpenter did it for his Lucas Oil thing. And I was surprised it isn't that much money. Like if I was a small business, and could benefit from some exposure, like $500, $1,000. I think people think it's like, oh my god, it's $10,000.
Right.
It isn't. It isn't. Maybe Jonathan Davenport, you're not getting on there for $500, right?
Right.
But I do think that it's smart for racers to start promoting themselves. One thing about racers, J.R. Gentry did it best. He was one of the one that did it the best. He would have his car at the Idasu car show.
Yeah.
He always had at McDonald's when McDonald's was a sponsor of his. He would always he had a car lot here on Old 30. JR promotes himself the best. I always thought he was the best at it. And that's what we're missing. We still do. If you bring your car on display at Wayne County at 3:00, we'll take 2 cars every week. We'll give them free pit passes. Come early, bring your car, and let the fans see it. And it's hard to get cars. It's hard. People's time is money. I know people have, if you race the night before or whatever, but it's hard to get racers to promote themselves. And so if you want me to give you money to promote my business and you're not willing to do anything extra than go on the racetrack and go in circles, it's tough. It really is. So let that be a lesson. It's hard for me to sell advertising at the Speedway, right? I have a lot to do. When I sell a billboard, it's not just a billboard. It comes with a lot of others, right? It's a lot of responsibility. Same thing with a race car. So I give you, hey, come and put it on display. Tell your sponsor, hey man, my car's on display early. It's going to be on Facebook. It's a big circle. And so,
come get your pictures with my car.
Yeah. I mean, it's the littlest thing. I always thought JR did it the best though. I did.
Jason, I put up on a graphic here the schedule. So little highlight of the schedule, and then also The My Race Pass.
My Race Pass is a good deal. And here I am. I just got a text and said I would do this, and I almost forgot. Street Stocks. We got a new guy in Street Stocks, Super Stocks, Ryan Tope. You remember Ryan?
I do.
So Tope family's big at Rain County Speedway.
Huge.
Right. So he bought Kevin Ake's Super Stock. And so same deal. He bought that when you were with me when he bought it. I said next time I did a live, I would help him. Guys, he's new. He's trying to get going. He's got a car. I think he found an engine. He's another one of those guys. Like, you don't know what $50 or $100 does. Like, so check him out on Facebook. We're trying to get new people in the sport. And I'm not saying like Kyle wins all the time or Danny wins or, like Johnny Bruce, Brandon Craver. They don't deserve some help too. But it's like we just talked about this 20,000 to win and a bag of peanuts for last. We need to find a way for everybody to sustain, because everybody who loves to watch races, there won't be any if there's no cars, right? Race cars are lions and tigers and bears. We're heading to a circus is all we have. We just have race cars versus those animals. And so I want to help promote everybody. Like, I don't want to sit here and stroke any one person. So I'm telling you, and I'm going to find a way to do this better. And I don't know how, but I'm going to find a way for,
to connect.
Connect. I want these drivers and fans that I think there's a lot of fans that don't even know who drives what car. They know, hey, that's Billy Bob. They don't know who Billy Bob is if he sat next to him in the stands. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If Jeff Gordon sat next to me when I was watching NASCAR, I would know who Jeff Gordon was, right? I knew what he looked like. I knew everything about it, right?
Well, I knew who you were.
Yeah, everybody. See, and I'm a nobody. Like, so I always felt like as a racer, that was me. And I went there I wasn't there to make friends. I wasn't there to make enemies either. But you knew I had a reputation, and so you ran with it, right? I've had this conversation with numerous drivers: black hat, white hat. Who's going to carry what? Not everybody can be a villain. Not everybody can be the hero. So you have to play your role. But it ends at. So one thing about me when I did it, and you're going to use me, but like I said, we'd go to the ranch afterwards, and everybody was friends. Everybody hung out. But at the racetrack, when you put your helmet on, it created this excitement. And I'm not saying that we got to manufacture it, but it would be nice to have some. Listen, the whole bullshit of everybody loves everybody and we're all going to kiss and bullshit. That's just, it's not true. And it's boring. It's boring. Now, the problem is this, and one of my villains that played the villain role for so long found out that if he kept his mouth shut and played pretty for the camera, opens up more sponsorship roles, right? People will associate with you if you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
So there's a fine line to be a villain and not be an idiot, right?
Isn't it the Chili Bowl that said that they'll pay you if you go fight on the front straightaway?
Yeah.
They'll pay you the $100.
Throw you out if you fight, but
yes.
If you fight on the front straightaway, we'll pay you.
Yeah, you can't fight on the top of the ramp.
Yeah. And so I think that comes back to like the villain and the hero. Like you got to be, it's a fine line. You can't, and so I wish we had some of that, and I hope we do. But there's not a whole lot. I'm talking national level. You can go to Outlaws, Lucas. There's really not much. It's hard to find it. There really is. So.
Well, I mean, I think like Tyler Erb and Jonathan Davenport.
That's a little bit going on. It's starting. Like I like Tyler Erb. Like he won the Summer Nationals a couple years ago. That what you see is what you get, and I'll give him all the respect in the world for it. Like he don't like you, don't like you. You don't care. It isn't going to change his day, and I like that because you're lying if you tell me you like everybody you meet. You're lying.
Yeah. You're fake.
Yeah. And I don't think you need to be. Just because you don't like me doesn't mean that we can't do business.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, rolling on through here. So yes, there it is. So roll us out, Ryan.
Jason, you said you wanted to thank some other teams that came in and helped with some bleacher boards.
Yeah, so lots of people have been stopping by helping, and listen, I appreciate everybody that comes on, but what? You're making me what?
No, AP said, Pearson, you look good since you retired.
Oh, he's another one of them guys that always blast you about donuts, and Alex is a good dude. I don't see him as much now, but he's got like 3 kids, and but his dad, like I know Anthony doesn't want any recognition, but I don't know how I could do the racetrack without his dad. He's my neighbor over there, and he watches the place for me, mows the grass. If I need him for something, I'm like, hey, I was stuck in a man lift last year in the fall. I was painting, I stuck, and damn thing stalled. I just seen Anthony and Brenda leave, and I'm like, oh shit. Hey man, was that you just left? He's just laughing because I go, I'm stuck. And so now every time Brenda sees me go up in the man lift, she calls and goes, we're leaving in 20 minutes. Are you going to be long?
Hurry up and get down.
Yeah, so hurry up and get down.
We know
got
you. We
things to
can
do,
leave.
so, but yeah, just it's so many when you see him. Like I remember when I first took the racetrack over, like he was, he's younger than me, but like he was probably 18, 19 years old, early 20s, and now he's got 3 kids and married.
He was a little kid. I remember that kid when he was in high school playing baseball.
Yeah, it's just it makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Like when he, Anthony's like, oh, and Anthony's daughter's got kids now, and so, but no, listen, everybody, I told you at the beginning of the show, I can't do this without the help of friends and family. And that's just the way it is. So when people stop by the Speedway, just like Rob Greer saying he's going to be there next 3 weekends helping, it's just that. There's always something to make it look pristine. I feel, I told you this, like I'm 49. I feel like I put the same amount of hours in. I just don't feel like I get as much accomplished anymore. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the workload's getting bigger, or if it's just I can't go as hard all day as I used to. But it's like, yeah, nice. Oh, thank you. But anyway, so I appreciate everybody who comes out and help. And blah blah blah. I'm not gonna whine. The hell with you, Ryan. So hey, thanks for everybody who tuned into this. I know we went long, and the next one's gonna be even better. Give us a mulligan. It's new equipment. It's like playing with a new toy at Christmas, right? This is, we threw the toy away and we're playing with the box.
Who do you want to see on the next show? Because we are going to have a driver on the next show, next Sunday night.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see? So leave your comments.
Leave it on there. We'll look at them.
We'll look at them, and then we'll work on getting who the next person is.
Yeah. I can't wait to see who they want. There's such a big list of people who'd be great personalities, but so we're doing this once a week.
Once a week.
Are we doing anything there? Because I'm there again. I'm going to ramble on. People can just turn it off.
We still have a few people in here, Jason.
Well, what I'm saying is we talked about you putting a production schedule together, like how we're going to release our media this year, so it's consistent. Like press release comes out on Sunday. On Monday it's this, Tuesday it's this. So people are going to get to understand what we're doing. They're going to see more consistency out of us. So are we just doing one of these a week, or are we doing?
Yeah, I think yes, I think we want to do one of these a week.
Okay. Yeah.
And the crowd agrees.
I thought that was live somewhere. I thought people were cheering.
The crowd agrees, and we'll do one of these a week. But we'll work on what day our flyers go out.
Yep.
A post, a reel or a short. And that's something that we'll coordinate. And then I want to do these like every Sunday night. It's probably the easiest for me.
Of course, it's always got to go around you, but
it's also for you.
Yeah. Well, as the weather gets nice, we can take this show on the road and do this from the loges or the flag stand. We can do live.
Oh, we got the studio.
Yeah, we got to get some banners. We get the boys to make us some banners up. But you're wearing Ohio Storm basketball shirt, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, no, Steph. Where'd you get this guy? But all right, long-winded. It's been good. I tell you what, man, spot on. This is really good. I like it. And when we get some content, like I could talk all day about the Speedway, and I know people get tired of hearing me, but like I'm passionate about it. I love it. I appreciate everybody who comes and supports it and helps. And I mean, like I said, it's the friendships I've made along the way that when the racetrack will be gone, someday the racetrack won't be here, right? It's just inevitable.
Yeah.
But it's the friendships and stuff that you've gained along the way that'll last a lifetime. But I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I want to throw out one more thing. Joe McElvain, guy's just over the top for me. I consider him like a father. He was in the hospital a little bit. He might still be in there. He might be home, but he had a pacemaker put in. And so thinking about Joe right now, Joe helps me out. The water truck's at his shop. We're getting the water truck all rebuilt and stuff. So without Joe, none of the things that I've done could be possible, right? I mean, he's given me opportunities at racing and now the afterlife, I call it, with the racetrack and stuff. But when he sold it to me last year, it was it's a big deal. Like I never thought I would own Wayne County Speedway, and so, but he's still involved. He's still, if he shows up, he's still the boss. Like
he is still the boss.
He's still the boss. I don't think that ever changes. And then, so thinking about Joe, everybody loves Joe, and so think about him.
Does he still tell you like, hey, you should do this and that?
If I bring something up to him, he'll give me his opinion.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he'll call me and go, I don't know if you're doing that right, so, but not as much as he used to. He's he's pretty busy doing some other stuff. But
he would always ask me and be like, hey, I drove through Dalton the other day. I didn't see you sitting out there.
Yeah. So yeah, Joe's a good dude. So think about Joe, and Man, I tell you what, we're almost ready to rock and roll, man. It's getting crazy.
3 weeks out. Keep checking the socials, Facebook, Twitter. It's WCS Ohio on Twitter. We are on YouTube, so we are trying to grow the YouTube channel and make that something big.
We are going to be the reason why YouTube gets down to where you can only have a 30-minute show. They're not going to let us post this stuff no more. But
Dude, we're still getting comments.
Yeah, listen, it's Sunday night. There's not much going on. Hey, who won the NASCAR race today? Was there a NASCAR race today?
I'm not sure.
Las Vegas. I wonder who won. I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I'll tell people, like, since Gordon retired and stuff like that. So I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I'm old school.
Lindsay Miller says that Stephanie is definitely her favorite.
I believe that. I seen Lindsay today. The lovely Lindsay. She doesn't like that.
Dude, you kept saying it over and over again.
I know.
AP says maybe not just have drivers on and maybe have some longtime fans.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to get in here.
He loves hearing the stories of just as much as the drivers.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Powers, we'll get you on here and we'll talk about Kyle Moore's dominance at Wayne County Speedway. How's that? Yeah. I think that would be a great deal. He's a big Kyle fan.
Or how bad Donnie Schatz is.
Yeah. We'll get Powers on here. That would be great. I would love. He's a guy who he flagged. He's a flagger.
He's good.
He's been there. He's done it.
He was a little kid flagging. Like I remember seeing him in the stands.
No, listen, and that he is right, and that could definitely happen. And it's endless. It's endless with the possibilities, and I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah, so first one's in the books. It was long-winded. Hope everybody enjoyed it, but
like it's just cool. Like we'll be able to call. We're going to be able to bring people on. Where it's actually like a real podcast where we'll be like see their faces and stuff.
We think it's cool. This shit's been around for so long. We're like, hey man, we could make phone calls, and now
that's big news, man.
We got a microphone.
We can talk to you on the phone and interview people on the phone.
We can both talk at the same time, and they can see us. Are you shitting me? Oh, I think you have better than that. That's all you got?
Oh man. We got some good. We got some better.
We'll save them for another podcast. How's that? Oh my goodness. Yep. Oh. Hey folks.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
You will be able to download this on Spotify. On Spotify, on Apple Podcast, anywhere where you get podcasts. If you want to listen to it this way, yes. You can always watch us on Facebook, on YouTube, and I got to reset my Twitter password. I think I sent it to Alan, and I couldn't. We could even send this on Twitter, but I just don't know the track Twitter password.
I'll tell you what this is going to be used for. When people will no longer buy sleeping pills, they will just put this in their earbuds, and when they lay down to go to sleep, and they'll be just done. So I love it. Oh my God.
That's big news.
It is. It's big news.
That is big news. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Guys. Appreciate you.
And we are still live, so stand by.
Standing by.